Round 6, and the Magpies travelling all the way down to Noarlunga to face South Adelaide, and what a game of contrast this game was. There was just pressure on, goals galore, and it was South Adelaide with the momentum early, and then Port Adelaide had their go, and in the end it was a fantastic clash, Richard Williams.
Yeah, it certainly was. We thought before the game it would go down to the wire. Always have close games, these two teams, and 38 goals for the day. You couldn't have got a better spectacle to watch. The crowd got value for money, and we were entertained all day.
Certainly it was a 10-point lead for South Adelaide at quarter time. Port had their sway, especially through Adam Koshel up forward. He was a key ingredient in their afternoon. They did have problems, South Adelaide, defensively, with Tom McNamara going down in the first quarter with a knee injury. He ended up going to hospital. It allowed Koshel to dominate up forward. But by the same token, the midfield delivered great ball up forward for South Adelaide. We see here a couple of goals from O'Shea gave them the lead early in the third quarter after they trailed by 9 points at half-time, South Adelaide. And as I said, their midfield just gave some good supply to their forwards.
Yeah, well, Little was clearly the best man on the ground, but ably supported by Murphy and Stribling and Cross. And when you got two key forwards in Ainger and Wonky, they're going to be a hard team for other teams to stop this year.
Darcy Hourigan kicking that goal at the 20-minute mark of that third term to 25 points. The margin was out to. Port Adelaide did hit back. They kicked a couple of goals, or they kicked one goal in time on in that third term. They reduced it to a 3-goal game going into the last quarter. And as we said, they were down some numbers, South Adelaide, so we thought they might struggle to run out the game. It wasn't so. They did an excellent job in the final quarter. A very, very high-scoring game, but South Adelaide getting away with the points. As we see there again, South Adelaide by 10 points at quarter time. The Maggies hit back to lead by 9 at half-time. South out by 3 goals at three-quarter time, and they ended up being able to win by 20 points, although they did lead by as much as 32 points late in the game before a couple of goals to Port made the score look a little bit more respectable. But as we look through those statistics, you can see that the Magpies did have their dominance in areas.
They certainly did, though. Very even stats all the way down. Both teams are pretty even. Free kicks, 53. We said there was a high number. Umpires had to keep control, got a bit fiery at times. But in the end, Panthers just too good.
Benny down.